Hey, all you wonderful, beautiful people at Teva. My name is Garrett Russell, and I am a documentary filmmaker from Portland, Oregon. I realized that I should be sending you a really awesome video as a filmmaker, but I just found out yesterday about this awesome Life Agents grant, and I have about a day to get an application and or proposal through video before the deadline. So you've got me in a webcam, and I appreciate you being flexible. So I am a filmmaker from Portland, and my adventure that I really think matches the spirit of the Life Agents is that in September, on the 1st through November, will be cycling from San Diego, California to St. Augustine, Florida. That's about 3,200 miles, and the reason that I and a good friend of mine named Brittany App, who's a photographer from California, are doing this are simply to be the change in the world that we want to see. We basically both decided it's time, and our goal is to raise $20,000 for WaterAid International, which is an organization that gets clean water and sanitary restroom facilities and things like that to people primarily in Africa and Asia and 26 very, very poor countries. And so we just think that it's really beautiful what they do, and we would like to support their mission. And we're doing that by taking two wheels 3,200 miles across the southern United States, following the Adventure Cycling Association's Southern Tier route, which goes across Arizona and Texas and through the bayou. And we're really looking forward to the experience, and very much so to the adventure along the way. The big thing for me on this project is that it's more than just riding my bike across the country, because lots of people do that. It's not a unique thing. Our intent for this is really to raise this money for a cause much beyond myself and beyond herself, and even more than that, we are looking forward to hopefully having that spur other people to taking that step, which is exactly why the Life Agents program actually seems really very much so focused on what I want to do, because along with actually cycling across the country and all that over a period of 3 months, I personally am planning on shooting a documentary about it. And the 3 narrative arcs to the film that I would like to do are, of course, 1, the journey, the good, the bad, the ugly, the going up and cycling over the pass, the camping out in the desert, the bugs in the bayou, all of that stuff that makes it very much so a real experience for my viewer and for anybody watching. But the 2 other narrative arcs within the film that to me really make it a passionate project to direct and something that I'm excited about are, 1, the water crisis, which is obviously one of the biggest issues on the planet right now, and the money we're raising for goes to villages where women and girls might be walking 6 hours a day, not getting any education because they simply have to walk 6 hours a day to get a bucket of water that's killing them anyway, because it's not clean water. So the cause is very much so there. Through my film, I'd like to educate people on the water crisis, on what is actually going on in our country with water, and all of that. But then also the 3rd narrative thread, which is very important to me. I've worked on a lot of projects, and there's always this: the human nature is evil, and it's about murder or all these terrible things we do. And I'd really like to focus on the good and the compassion in each one of us, and really try to make a film that really connects people, lets them see and hear and know these stories of people. And so I plan on, as we cycle across the country with this film, interviewing people, the same 5 questions all along the way, to have them tell their stories, to have their voices heard about their human experience and what they've been through, and then also have questions on water and how it affects their lives, and through that, in an observational way, let my viewers through testimonials go, oh, that person, I don't understand that person, or I really relate to that person, and let that natural process of getting information from other people really disseminate a really I'm sure as you guys are watching this, you've seen videos that do that and really touch you because they're real. And that's what I want to do with this video is connect people. And people always have this legitimate question: why should I care about someone I'll never meet? Why should I care about their water? Why should I care about their food? And I believe from my experiences that we are connected, that it's essentially one world, one people, one future. We're all in this together. And I want to answer that question for people through other people's stories, through the road, through the adventure of going on this trip. And if I were to be a Teva Life Agent and wonderfully granted by you beautiful people, the way that I would use the funds, very much so as a feast or famine starving artist who does documentary films, and my friend Brittany, who is a freelance photographer down in California, the way that I would use the film or the money, because everyone that's donating to our cause, first and foremost, I'm sending them to our secure donation page to donate to WaterAid. The charity is the most important part of this entire trip. We're not trying to make any money. We're trying to support this cause, right? But as starving artists, we don't have all the money for gear, and so I'm working on getting a bike donated for this cause and all the gear that's necessary for it. And obviously we're trying to raise a ton of money for the cause. And thirdly, the thing that very much so this fund would go to, as well as food and water and all the things to survive on this 3-month venture, is a camera package, is the gear to make this this film a reality, one that would educate and touch people and let them know, yes, this is a huge country, and each state is different, and people are different here and there, but there are these unifying factors that really connect us all as a species, and as it's a feeling, right? We go into words all the time about this is who we are, and we have a checklist of what it is to be human, but it's very much so a feeling, and very much so that feeling you get when you really connect with somebody you just met, or I've traveled. I've been fortunate to produce documentaries and work in 20 to 25 countries, and to be sitting there with a child that you can't actually communicate through language, but still feel that connection and that bond goes way beyond anything in English we could ever express. And so I want it to be a very aesthetic project, a very beautiful project that allows people to feel like it's okay to be us, and that we innately have compassion in ourselves, and people do donate to others and give freely of themselves and the resources. And I want to do and offer and give a voice to those people. So that's the film treatment, pre-production that I'm working on right now. To me though, the film is secondary. Raising the $20,000 and hopefully more for WaterAid International is first and foremost. And even if I have to walk that thing and I can't get a bike, I'm going to go that 3,200 miles. We're doing it. But I very much so thank you for listening to me talk about my project and my ideas and my passion and all the things that I'm so excited about. I'm very, very thankful that you guys are doing this. This is a really, really great program, and I was really excited that a company is actually doing this, actually supporting people and going out and doing something that is really wild and true to who they really are. So thank you for doing this. And if you want to see any of the work that I've done previously, I have a demo reel available on 2popproductions.com. If you go to, it's the number 2-popproduktions.com. If you go to meet our team, click on Garrett Russell. My demo reel will be available, and you'll be able to see the work that I've been involved in. I thank you for considering me, and hopefully we can build something, and hopefully, obviously with the film and my passion and the fundraising that we're doing to get water and sanitary, healthy conditions for people to go to the restroom, for goodness sake, and where they live, and to be able to have a clean water source. Hopefully this lines up with your mission statement for this grant, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much, and once again, I'm Garrett Russell from Portland, Oregon, and I'm a documentary filmmaker. Thanks, guys, and good luck on the selection process.